Talk to us about courage, and we'll go through your whole trilogy.
So this is a book that came from a question that stumped me. So I'm a coach, specifically an EOS implementer, and I had someone who was considering running on EOS. They called me and said, "Hey, we know all of the cool things about EOS and why it works."
Yeah.
And he said, "When does it not work?"
Ooh.
What? So
That's a
I
good
did. I
question.
spent a year really researching and figuring it out. When does it not work with people? And the answer is in the book. So anybody running on EOS now, whether I just meet them in passing or at a talk that I do or a workshop that I do, if they're running on EOS, they get this book for sure, because it's the tips and tricks and hints of things you don't need to. You can make your own mistakes, all right? You don't need to make the mistakes everybody else made.
That is true. And you busted me up in a good way because you were my implementer.
That is true. We did some good deep work together, right?
And I was telling you on the break just a little bit ago, I said, I first of all apologize. I'm like, you came to us at a really tough transformational moment.
Yes, that's
but
what coaches do.
That's right. What would you tell the listeners who are like, you know what? I just got the surprise call, whatever, somebody just quit, all the stuff.
Yeah.
What would you say to the person who's like in the moment right now where they can have a transformation?
I would say congratulations. You are living life and playing the greatest game there is out there. It's called business. And please don't lie to yourself. You love this challenge.
That's right.
It's fun.
It is fun.
It's fun to solve problems. Yes. And it's an honor to create wonderful jobs for people and to solve problems for your clients and keep expanding and keep living into it. So, like, welcome to the world.
That's right.
Welcome to the world of entrepreneurs. Let's play. Let's do it.
And then tell us about the earning advantage, because I love that. You have this little story about someone who walks into the office and says, "Hey, I want a raise." And then tell us that little.
Well, most of the time when bosses get that conversation, "Hey, boss, I want a raise," they freak out. They're thinking about the budget and what if I give this person a raise, I have to give that person a raise, and did they even deserve it? And then they just have this energy about them that is just scared. And sometimes they just react in the wrong way.
Right.
So what I teach in the book was really for bosses to say,
"Oh, this is
oh my gosh, this is fantastic. You want a raise? This is amazing. This is the day you're going to grow and we're going to put a plan together and this is awesome. So here's this book. Read this book and come back and talk to me in a couple of weeks and we'll put a plan together. This is amazing." So it just is meeting that request with
you don't, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then they don't have to come up with an answer right away or some lame excuse that we don't know what's going on.
And then the book is going to bust them up because this is Jill. This is Jill's personality. I mean, you're tough in a good way. You have a reputation. So what will the book tell them?
So the book, essentially what the book does for the employee who has to raise is it just really describes what we need in entrepreneurial companies to really provide value.
Yeah.
And value isn't just, sell more or produce more widgets. Value really starts at energy. So are you consuming or producing energy in the company? Are you consuming or producing time, resources in the company? But then it teaches them how to do that.
So it basically says, in a way, you want to be paid more, you have to produce more, but in a good way. And it actually gives them a vision.
Yeah, that's right. It helps them see what they need to do to really earn more money for the rest of their lives.
And I think people want that. I mean, people want the good, tough truth.
Yeah. And you can get it. You can get a $2 an hour raise real fast by blame, shame, coerce, threat to quit. But your boss in that moment just sees you as just your potential just went way down.
Gotcha.
For productivity and your future at the company. So we take the long game.
Wow. And your final one?
Oh, my final book. Not my final, remember.
Yeah, just for now.
It was just the next book.
Just the next.
Because I've got more books in me.
You do.
That's what you taught me. That's right. Yeah. The last book in the trilogy, the series, that's right, is The Thinking Advantage. And this just goes deeper into the psychology, but also how you can run a company every day teaching everyone and encouraging everyone to think, not just do. So we capture all those ideas and opportunities and solutions throughout the whole company.
And I love that cover. That's where everyone's hands are forming a light bulb.
Like this. Yes. I've used that image so many times. I love it.
Good. Jill,
Together.
last question for you. Well, 2 questions. Give us your websites, and then I have one more question.
Awesome sauce. So the website is jillyoung.com, which is easy. My email is even easier, jill@jillyoung.com.
You got that domain name?
Somebody told me I had to. This
Shut
one.
up, really?
Yes. And thank you so much for doing that.
I am so shocked that wasn't taken.
It wasn't.
Jill Young.
I remember calling you and saying, Carrie, it's available, but should I buy this? It was a little more pricey than I wanted to.
And I was
you
like,
just said, do it.
Yes.
Buy it right now.
I was like, holy cow, totally do that.
Carrie's a great coach.
Yeah.
Carrie's a great coach, everybody. And I just said, yes, sir. And we just got it done.
Yeah. Well, listen, I've taken orders from you, my friend.
And it relaunched just on May 1st. So I've got a whole new personal brand. I did a fancy photo shoot where I'm not in a sweatshirt.
You know, I did see a fancy photo of yours on LinkedIn recently. It was like a creative one. What were you doing?
That's right. I'm holding a disco ball in front of my face.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
There's so much rich context to the whole photo shoot. So
I love it. I'm
excited for those.
So now my last real question. What fills your tank about being a coach?
Thank you for asking that question.
Yeah.
It's watching the human unfold, and
That's good.
And they do it on their own.
Yeah.
And I just get to witness it.
Ooh, that's good.
If I might have 1 or 2% to just encourage or lift or help them look at things from this perspective to that slightly 1% different.
Watching the human unfold.
It is so fascinating.
Ooh, that's good.
To watch them unfold because they're whole. They're a whole. They're already whole.
Yeah.
They don't need to change or transform. But watching them unfold. Thanks for asking.
The courage advantage, the thinking advantage, the earning advantage.
There we go.
Not a trilogy, a series.
So many advantages.
That's good. Well, Jill, you are awesome. I'm glad we got to reconnect. Oh my gosh. All right. Good seeing you. Okay. All right.